Good morning to all. In this video, we are going to see about PLSQL of DBMS, that is Database Management Systems. PLSQL introduction. What is in the PLSQL? So it is a procedural language, structured query language, and it is a black structured language developed by Oracle that allows developers to combine the power of SQL with procedural programming constructs. The PLSQL language enables efficient data manipulation and control flow logic all within the Oracle database. So instead of executing your single query, we can batch or we can group all the queries or some set of queries and we can execute it as batch. That is the advantage of using PLSQL. Okay. Basics of PLSQL is it stands for PLSQL, that is procedural language extensions to the structured query language, and combination of SQL along with the procedural features, and it includes procedural language elements like conditions, loops, and allows declarations, constants and variables, procedures, functions, etc. Then features of PLSQL. It is basically a programming or procedural language which provides the functionality of decision making, iteration, and many more features of procedural programming languages. It's like a normal language, it contains many features. Okay. So PLSQL can execute number of queries in one block using single command. Instead of executing single query, we can combine more than one query and we can execute it as block or batch. One can create PLSQL units such as procedure, functions, packages, triggers, and types, which are stored in the database for reuse by applications. So what is the main features of functions or procedures? We can reuse it in the same way as it is present in the programming language. We can use the procedures or cursors or triggers again and again. It's like a functions only. So PLSQL provides a features to handle the exception which occurs in PLSQL block known as exception handling block. You can also handle the exceptions. So application written in PLSQL are portable to computer hardware or operating systems, and the Oracle is operational here. So PLSQL offers extensive error checking. These are all the main features of PLSQL. Because of these features, we can go for we are using this PLSQL. Now we'll see what is the difference between your basic SQL and PLSQL. See this, the first point is a single query is used to perform DML and DDL operations, whereas in PLSQL is a block of codes that used to write entire program blocks or procedure or functions. Okay. It is declarative that defines what needs to be done rather than how things need to be done in SQL, whereas in PLSQL is procedural that defines how the things needs to be done. Then another difference is in SQL we can execute query as a single statement, whereas in PLSQL we can execute batch of or bunch of statements as a whole block. Are mainly used to manipulate data in SQL, whereas in PLSQL it's a create an application. It is used to create an application. SQL cannot contain PLSQL code in it. It is an extension of SQL, so it can contain PLSQL blocks or batches in PLSQL. These are all the main differences between SQL and PLSQL. Structure of your PLSQL block. See this diagram. How we can write your PLSQL program. This is syntax or components present in the PLSQL block. Declare, begin, exception, end. PLSQL extends SQL by adding constructs found in procedural languages, resulting in a structural language that is more powerful than SQL. So compared to your SQL, PLSQL is more powerful because we are executing as a batch. The basic unit in PLSQL is a block. All PLSQL programs are made up of blocks which can be nested within each other. The structure of PLSQL. The first one is declaration. In the structure, the first part is declaration. A code block starts with the declaration section in which memory variables, constants, cursors, and other Oracle objects can be declared and if required initialized. So variable declaration can be made inside the declaration part. Simple. The next one is begin section. Okay. In this set of SQL and PLSQL statements which describe process that have to be applied to the table data. The actual data manipulation, retrieval, looping, and branching constructs are specified in this section. The actual queries can be placed inside the begin section. The next one is exception section. This section deals with handling errors that arise during execution data manipulation statements, which make up of PLSQL code block. Errors can arise due to syntax, logic, or some other reasons. Okay, we can handle. So, like your exceptionally in C or C++ or Java, here also we can do this exception handling. After all these things, finally we have end section. This marks end of a PLSQL block. So these are all the sections available in PLSQL program: declaration, begin, exception, and end session. I'll see one example how we can so write a PLSQL. See this example. First declaration part. Okay. Like in this program, we have three variables: a number, b number, c number. We have declared three variables. Okay. And under the begin part, okay, for the declared variable, we are assigning some variables. For example, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 100. Okay. Some logics we have placed here. If a greater than b, then c is equal to a, else c is equal to b. Actual logic. Okay. This is normal PLSQL. Okay. Then if you want to display the output, so we have to use the function called put underscore line. Okay. dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. This is the statement which is used to display your things output. It's like system.out.println in Java, printf in C. Okay. This is the output statement. This is a simple PLSQL program. The next one, named blocks. Okay. The first one we have seen anonymous blocks. The second example is for explaining the concept of named blocks. Okay. C, declare. The same program is present here. By using named blocks, we have defined. Okay. The first one is declaration part. The three variables are there inside the declaration part. Here we have specified the function name. That is the difference between your anonymous blocks and named blocks. In anonymous block, we didn't specify any name like that, okay, like function main max. This is not there in the anonymous block. Whereas in named blocks, we are defining the name. Okay. Function find max, x in number, y in number parameters. So return number. This is syntax. Okay. Function name. Then return type. The number is the variable. Okay. For returning the number, we are giving or defining the variable here. Okay. The variable name is z. Then begin actual logic. If x greater than y, x is equal to z is equal to x, else z is equal to y. The actual logic is present here. Okay. Then again we are defining one more begin block to call this function. Okay. Here find max is the function. For calling this PLSQL block or function, again we are defining one more begin block. In that begin block, we are calling that function c. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 100. By passing this value, we are calling the function find max and displaying the output. So this is named blocks. Totally we have two types of blocks. One is anonymous block. The second one is named blocks. Hope you have understood all these concepts. Like all the best. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.